There's more to a girlfriend's past than Opie thought. Should I feel bad that I broke up with my girlfriend because she's still friends with the guy she cheated on her ex-boyfriend with? We were together for about a year when I was 26, and she was 25. Several weeks ago, we were with some of her friends, not the friend in question. As we were having fun with a little quiz, one of the questions came up about lying. I told you I hate people who cheat. After that, I saw one of my friends look at my ex-girlfriend. I saw that my girlfriend was getting a little uncomfortable as well. It was strange and made me think. I asked my ex-girlfriend about it the next day. There was no way she was going to lie, so she told him she had cheated on him. This happened a year before we met. It made me mad because she hadn't talked about it before, so I asked her what happened. She said that she hooked up with her friend one time when she was drunk. Byron is the name of him. Byron used to be her friend with benefits, and they still hang out a lot. They had a past together, and I knew it. I didn't like that they hung out, but I didn't say anything. I was mad that she not only cheated on me but also hung out with the guy. After telling her I needed some time to think, I broke up with her after 2 days. I didn't want to tell her she couldn't be friends with Byron, and I knew I couldn't stand it if she was, so I just stopped being friends with him. So am I the jerk? Take a look at some statements from the community that are related. The first person says, "I'm down for whatever," but they hadn't even met yet. That's how I lie. Do you write down every F-up you've ever had with a partner? That's not true, mate. Answer from up, no. But if you want to remember what made you F-up in the first place, then yes. In response to a comment that was downloaded and said that people cheat because they're missing something in a relationship. Don't do that. Break up with someone if they're not giving you what you need. I hope that your partner always gives you what you need. The person you cheated on. Wouldn't mind though, since you're still in touch with them. No one agrees on the question, am I the a-hole, but most of the comments don't seem to be the a-hole. After 16 days, here's a report. Since so many people were interested the last time, I thought I'd let you all know what was going on. So, about a week after I first wrote this, his ex-girlfriend dropped by to see me. She asked to get back together and said it was silly for us to break up over this. I told her that I don't like the fact that she is friends with Byron. It was wrong of her to cheat on her boyfriend with Byron, but she said it was in the past and she's changed. I told her it doesn't look like that. A lot of the time she drinks with Byron, and you two slept together after your breakup. They knew Benevitz before and after she broke up with her ex. I told her I wasn't going to go out with someone else. Then she asked, what if I stop Byron, then can we get back together? For a second I thought about being honest. We seemed to be getting along well, but then I thought about the comments on my last post and asked her, have you been effing Byron since we broke up? I'd never seen such a bad poker face before. Her speech was shaky, and she said no. I told her that's not true when she saw this. She said, we broke up. I just said nope with my hands up. After that, I told her to go. She was very angry. After 8.5 months, there is a new news post. A long time has passed since I last wrote about my ex. I actually saw her at a party not long ago. We talked, and everything is fine. Byron was left out of the talk. At the party she was with someone else though. She didn't like it when I met her new boyfriend. Later I was able to catch him by myself and tell him about Byron. He didn't say or do much. He thought, what the heck, thanks for letting me know though. That was too much time spent with my ex. I don't know what happened after that. I thought it would be nice to help the next person. Something I didn't know about myself was how great it feels to no longer have to think about my girlfriend. I'm being honest. I never felt quite right about her drinking with Byron, even before I found out she was cheating. But now, I really feel great. I wish I had broken up with my girlfriend sooner because now I don't have to think about her. There have been good and bad times with my dates, but being single right now feels so much better than that time I spent with my ex. A few more thoughts that are important. You feel great because you're not with your ex, or you feel great because you told her new boyfriend about Byron. My ex cheated on me with his high school sweetheart a long time ago. I saw him at the mall with his new girlfriend a few months after I broke up with him. He looked at me and moved in a way that made me think he was going to start talking. I didn't care about them and left. Not even the thought of telling her about him was going to cross my mind. It was a waste of time and energy. Let fate take its course. The Opie responds that warning him didn't make things better in any way. The fact that I went home after seeing her made me realize how good I felt. It hit me that I don't need to worry about her. I don't need to worry about her getting drunk with Byron. I don't need to keep telling myself, you can trust her, to trick myself. A warning about her new boyfriend didn't make me feel good. I did it because I wish someone had done the same thing when I first met her. You made the right choice, and it's clear that you're happier than ever. Trust is an important part of a relationship, and it takes time to rebuild after it's been broken, even if it happened before you two met. No one would feel safe around her because of her past with Byron, especially since they still hang out. Really, you should have left earlier. Most likely, yes. This time, though, it's 202020. Do you have a story like this? Did your partner spend too much time with a friend? Leave your answer in the box below. Following. This person cheats on their partner even more. If I don't remember getting her pregnant, would it be rude to ask for a pregnancy test? This is more of a question than a post about how bad I am, but here it is anyway. My wife is 33 years old and I am 35 years old. We have been together for 10 years and got married 3 years ago. Our sex life has been non-existent for the past 6 months, mostly because I travel for work a few times a month. I work long hours when I'm at home. I do my best to spend time with my wife and help with cleaning. But as soon as I lie down, I pass out. I'm running out of energy. When we got married, my wife quit her job. I can't just stop working. She chose to do it. I had nothing to do with it. She told me today that she's pregnant. It had been a long time since we had sex, so I was shocked. A joke I told her was, "You got pregnant from cuddling. That was the closest we've ever been to being close." She wouldn't give up. Do you remember? I told her I wasn't lying. She said, "Well, we kissed. You passed out, so I just rode you." Well, she laughed too. I asked her, while I was out, "No," she said, "you were kind of awake. After that, you had a big smile. What's the big deal?" I promised her I would remember some of it. Please. It made her mad and she asked me if I found something wrong with her. I said no, but I'm not sure what to do. Is it crazy for me to think that? My wife may have cheated on me. I have been home sometimes, so I haven't been moving all the time. Do I need her approval to find out who the father is? Why don't I feel joyful and happy if she hasn't cheated on me? I feel like a jerk. Changes. A lot of DMs asked what was going on. This week I'm going to see a lawyer, and then I'll be able to say more. Yes, I looked at her phone, and I'm not proud of it. She and my brother became close because they both felt like their partners ignored them and left them feeling lonely. He would lie to his wife that. He worked nights and have sleepovers at our house while I was away on business trips. They both agreed that the plan was both right and wrong because neither of them wanted to leave their partners, but they still liked the sexual and emotional parts of the affair. The moment I told her I saw her going through her phone, she got mad and said she felt abused. I really wasn't sure if I should laugh or cry. She said it was probably her baby since we've been having quickies. I was half asleep when she said, "I only wanted your baby." She said it happened more than once. I told her I don't believe a word she says. We'll decide what to do. After the DNA test, I told her. I also told her I was canceling all of her recreational programs since I was no longer responsible for them. She said I'm taking advantage of her money, but I don't really care. I told her I would be at her next baby visit because I need to talk to our family doctor. She is staying with her best friend right now. She sent me a message today saying she spotted and blamed me for it, saying I've made her feel stressed out and raised her risk of loss. She said I'm a bad dad and a bad husband. I really don't know if she's ever been pregnant. Okay, I'll take her to the hospital or her friend's house if she needs it. She didn't answer. So here I am. I don't let my brother in anywhere. I no longer have a brother. You have every right to want a DNA test. You have every right to know if this baby is yours, given what's going on. It seems like your wife's claims of financial abuse are more of an attempt to avoid talking about the real problem. Setting limits and cutting her off like that makes perfect sense. Also, did you feel abused when you looked through her phone, even though she and your brother have been playing house while you're gone? That does make a lot of sense. Not. In this case, what would you do? Last but not least, this next friendship is changing. Is it a bad thing that I want to get a divorce, even though my wife has asked for one, and then changed her mind? She told me she was unhappy and wanted to talk about getting a divorce after coming back from a month-long trip to Florida with her friends. She also told one of her children that she was going to retire early, move back to Florida, and live on the beach. She knows that I can't retire for another 13 years. She has always kept her phone a secret. She sleeps with it under her pillow and takes it with her everywhere in the house. Before going, I changed my clothes and put on perfume. Talked to me often about how we should split our property after the breakup. I would also be reminded of how sad she is during these talks. As the talks went on, she decided that I should keep the house so that she could save all of her retiring money for a life at the beach. It was said that she went back to Florida twice by herself in a month, but she wasn't clear about either trip. For the last one, she didn't tell the kids about it and didn't talk to them for 5 days. The last red flag was when she sent our daughter a text message with a sexually explicit message that I think was meant for her boyfriend or affair partner. Now that she needs to move out, she doesn't want to split up with her husband. Am I a jerk for wanting to do it? Let us pick the best answer from the ones that were given. She didn't change her mind. It sounds like things didn't work out with her new boyfriend in Florida. There isn't a clear answer to the question, am I the a-hole, but most people agree that they aren't. Changes to the post on September 20th, 2024, the next day. Changes. I am a real person. She still denies it, even though I did talk to her about it. Says the message was meant for me. But I never got it. All I have is the picture from when I was told about it. I asked her why she didn't just move in with this guy, unless he is married too. Added that I'm not a stand-in until she can move in with this guy, or find someone else if he quits. So far this week, I've already talked to a lawyer who agreed to the divorce. I don't think I can go back now, so I want the split to end. As soon as she got back from meeting with the lawyer, she started having cold feet. I am aware that this question makes me look like a fool. I was mad at everything she did, and I wasn't ignoring it. Thanks to everyone who shared their ideas. That's not at all the text message you want to get from your mom. That kind of slip-up is hard to ignore, especially when you think about everything else that has been going on. Besides that, it sounds like she might be having peer's remorse now, that she knows she's going to have to leave the marriage and maybe be on her own. I guess it stinks to stink.